Hey guys. Hey Sniper. Sniper says, good afternoon, Eric and all. Good evening to you. Sorry. My cat's demanding a little bit of attention. How's your day been? We have, hey Nightmare. Just me again, Yogi. Just you. No such thing as just Nightmare. You should have a theme song that introduces you before you come into the live stream. Seb says, hey Nightmare, great live earlier. One of the jewels of the channel. Able to open and discuss such intriguing topics. I had a good time with Miss Flipper. He says, hey Yogi. He says, Sniper Cracking Live. That was. Did you go live, Sniper? Um, did you go live, Nightmare? Let's continue the epicness. What's up, Carl? All right, put it out there. What's it going to be? What are we going to do? What are we going to talk about? Steppa says, you surprised yourself, Eric? Oh, Steppa says, no. Mine? Mine. Emma says, I didn't, Yogi. You did? Well, it pays to have an insightful guest, doesn't it, guys? Miss Flipper and I have been both students of the Course of Miracles, both of us for over 30 years. Kat says, welcome, my friends. I mean, hello, my friends. Yo, what up? What up? What up, Kat? Hey, Dennis. Dennis says, hey, Eric. Nice to see you, my friend. Dennis, how are you? Sniper says hi and send some love to Cat and Jack. He says, Yogi, I love the informalities of the lives. The direction goes anywhere. I like the laughs, but I love the meaningful chats. Me too. I'd like to head in that direction more often than not, to be honest with you. It's one of those things you can't so much control. Although I know when Miss Flipper was going to be up, that we were going to be on point. I know when, and it's always going to be fun with you guys, no matter what. No matter what I talk about, it's always going to be fun. And I know when I go live with Kat that we're going to be on point and it's going to be insightful. I'd love to do once a day, have someone come up and we could talk about this kind of stuff. And people don't have to be aligned with me philosophically, be aligned with me spiritually. We can be in two opposing camps, and I'd be willing to bet that we will come together. I know for a fact it would be a polite, respectful conversation, and we want to bet that no matter what topic, that we would align on some issues for sure. Hey, Nino. Nino says, yo, Yogi Bear, hello. Hello, my friend. Man, you've had a long day. You were live with Kat early this morning, and now you're live with me. He says, hey, Kat and Jack, hope today is going well. Hey, Lucy. So speaking of meaningful stuff, on Thursday, Lucy will be, Lucy's going to have her own live stream, epic live stream. and then she's going to be up pulling cards on the panel. Emma says, totally agree with Lee. I enjoy the humor, but the great conversation is what I enjoy most. The best flipper noted. She sure did. She sure did. What do you guys think about that particular topic? Did it resonate? Kat says, hey Nino, it's been great. Hope yours is as well. Cypher says it materializes. Tina says, Yogi, what all do you discuss on your channel? Lately, we've been talking an awful lot about boogers, but not exclusively. Sometimes we talk about mushy peas. Then it says, what topic? We talked about the ego from the perspective of the psycho-spiritual practice, A Course in Miracles, as well a little bit of Buddhism and yoga thrown in as well. Ms. Flipper also talked a bit about Kabbalah. Always interesting. I'm not well versed. I have studied it in the early 2000s. Medic says, peas lives matter too. I'm not so sure they do. He says, fascinating, wanted to discuss it for ages. I think it's a topic that could be discussed for hours. It is. But I hope what people took from it is you don't need to battle the ego. You don't need to fight it. It's not, how do you battle, when you see that you're having a dream, when you wake up from a dream, do you continue battling that which you dreamed about? Or do you realize it's just a dream? The ego is an illusory non-entity. It does have an effect, as dreams do when we're dreaming it. But the thing that Miss Biff and I were talking about that really stressing, you always have two teachers in your mind. Course in Miracles calls one teacher is the ego. It always speaks first. It always speaks loudest. It's always wrong. It's always wrong because it's always insisting upon its own good. And when something doesn't exist, for it to insist upon its own good only leads us eventually towards unhappiness. Medic says, but how do you know that you've woken up from a dream? We know we've shifted from whatever state to whatever state. So even if this is a dream, and according to every mystical tradition, it is. It's just a different dream, a more solidified dream, seemingly so. Hey, Praveen. Praveen, we have some YouTube questions for you sometime. Hey, Michael. So we have the ego always speaks first, always speaks loudest. And then we have what the Course calls the Holy Spirit, but you don't have to call it the Holy Spirit. Miss Flipper calls it universal inspiration. Hey, Bud Files. That's the voice of love. It's our connection with higher power, whatever higher power that resonates with you. It's okay to choose the wrong teacher. It's okay to choose the ego, as long as you know I've chosen the ego, because now you have a choice. And if you don't know have a choice, then you're no better than a robot. You're pinballing through life. Always, always, always making these wrong decisions and wondering why this doesn't work out for me. Why was I so dead certain that this job was the answer to all of my prayers? That this car was going to bring me all the girls? That this job was going to change my life around? Only to find out we're miserable, we hate our boss, the lunch break is too short. None of that is wrong in and of itself, but ultimately it doesn't lead to real unconditional happiness because it's a condition. So the ego is always choosing conditions. This will make me happy. This will make me unhappy. This person is beautiful. This person isn't. It's always making distinctions. So when we know that, we can start choosing the right teacher that is always loving, always kind, and always forgiving, and always right. Zipper says, ego is the reality filter. Medic says ego is generally fueled by other perceptions of you. Well, little different from the perspective that we're taking with uh, Eastern tradition and Christian mysticism. That ego is our own illusory perception of ourselves, who we think we are, and it can definitely be fueled by others' opinions. Sure, I'll accept this, I'll accept this, and I'll accept this of what someone told me. Unfortunately, we accept so much of the bad stuff that people say about ourselves. And one thing to remember that perception is based upon projection. Everything we see is based upon a projection. Carl, you're one of the smartest young people I know. Hey, Rob. David says, acknowledge your ego without judgment, practice self awareness and mindfulness to notice when it arises, focus on others, be open to feedback, and find your value in contribution, not validation. Wisely said, beautifully said. So, acknowledge. Another word for awareness. And we talked about that earlier too. Just be aware. Everything that's the lesson from yoga. Everything changes through awareness. Tipu says to Praveen, ego can't handle being humble. If you are at that stage. Praveen says, "Yep, sniper." Praveen, how are you, my friend? Shoot, I forgot to bring water. Which means eventually during this live stream, I have to get up and leave. Puts me in a precarious position. Carl says, nah, either you're mistaken, you don't know too many young people. I don't think I'm mistaken. And man, Carl, I'm 60 years old. Everyone's a young person. Virtually everyone is a young person to me. Means I'm fine, sir. Thank you for asking. You're welcome, my friend. I'm glad to hear that you're doing okay. Nightmares laughing. So the big message I really wanted to get across, and I've been wanting to get this across for a while. I was so happy that I felt like Miss Flipper helped seal the deal. Is you don't need to fight. You don't need to fight. You don't need to fight the ego. Don't be at battle with it. There are some spiritual traditions that uh, you need to fight the ego. You need to destroy the ego. You need to be devoid of the ego. Praveen says, just be aware. Just be aware. You're choosing a teacher that also is not going to bring you happiness. And then if you want, choose again. Simple. Go through your life doing your best. Family says 60. When did that happen? April 4th, April 7th, April 4th, April 17th. Why can't I remember my own birthday? Nightmare. From like last October all the way up until like a week before my birthday, every single day you wished me a happy birthday. And then you disappeared on my birthday. You went around for the big celebration. It was a lot of fun. Lisa says I'm one of the youngest here at 33. Hey, Becca. Becca says, hey, good evening, Yogi, and all. Good evening to you, my friend. Lisa says, I'm not trying to get any crown, squirrel. I am, however, the Mofro princess. You absolutely are. Sip says, how did the crumble go down? That's for you, Becca. Nightmare says, happy birthday, sir, for old time's sake. Thank you, Nightmare. Man, do you know how do you know how many times a day I had to tell people it's not my birthday every single day for months on end? And then I'd go on other people's live stream and they'd say, "Oh, but I heard it was your birthday." It's like, it's not my birthday. That was the prank that would not stop. Thank you, Sniper. Sniper's been a member for 9 months. Much appreciated. David says, again, need to go to my parents' home on 4th of September for completing pending rituals. Then again, sir, I weigh back to 100% damage. Lean on your friends. We're here for you, Praveen. Medic says, Lucia, no. Medic only said hello on a comment, and he's wearing the tier, and he's not going to give it up. What's up, Dan? Dan says it's yogi time. What's new with you, Dan? Hey, Heavenly Star. I love the tattoo. Yeah, you did make a trend. All over the place. See? Dan picks up the mantle. Happy birthday, Yogi. Happy birthday to you, Dan. Becca says, my birthday is in April. Zipper says, I just realized I could use that. What's that, Sniper? Zip says, hey to Starry. Becca says, hey, Heavenly. Heavenly Star says, you seen my short video? But Lee will check it out for sure. Cleaning bearings, regressing bike. Becca says, my birthday is April. Oh, what's the actual date? Nightmare says, I miss T. Haven't seen her here in a minute. It's been about a week, 2 weeks since I've talked to her. She could definitely use some prayers. I'd imagine that I will talk to her relatively soon. I'll pass it on to her, Nightmare. She'll be happy to hear that. Dan says, first, put for Eric Lapointe. He's sick with intestinal issues. I'm sorry to hear that. Let me ring the bell for Eric. Prayers for Eric Lapointe. Prayers for Eric. Good friend to us all. David says, sir, nowadays my shorts and videos are too funny. I've been there. Pretty awesome, Praveen. Seppa says, Eric, one esoteric perspective is that the ego arises as a thought form or aragor from the collective consciousness rather than from an individual experience alone. Yeah, I think definitely the collective consciousness plays a part in it, Sniper. From a yogic tradition, it would say a lot of it from the Akashic records. That's why, the Course and particularly Buddhism call it a construct more than anything else. Hey, Mike. Mike says, like, done. I appreciate that, Mike. Relaxing said, hi. Thank you, Relaxing. I hope you're well, my friend. He says, Sniper, I think the collective consciousness then pressure that individual, and we either fuel it or ignore it, I guess, but that's a wonderful analysis. Well, think of it this way. A young, impressionable mind, before we have the realization of being conscious, before there's a voice narrating what's going on in our lives, we begin to be shaped, probably shaped in the womb. Remember, we come in from a yogic psychology standpoint. We come into the world with samskaras, emotional prints already in place. In yoga, it is from past lives, things that we absorbed in the womb, and then we're filled by our parents. But then think of it this way, as far as the collective unconsciousness goes, everything that our parents, up until the point we were born, were shaped by countless. In Buddhism, we call it interdependence, everything connected. So all the sources of the information that made your parents are now being downloaded into you. And then the teachers and everyone that ever influenced your teachers. Man, it's like we didn't have a chance. Hey, William, we never had a chance. William is back, went to heat up his coffee. What's new, William? Hey, old dog. Zip says, hey, William, I missed you. Hope all is well. Zip says, Becca, I'm glad you're here and to listen to your insights. Becca said, hey to all. David says, I love your nature shorts videos a lot, sir. So close to nature. Thank you. That means a whole lot. I love making nature shorts. Emily says, Yogi Bear, tomorrow is the day of my test. It is. And we're going to be sending out prayers tonight and tomorrow. We'll be with you, Heavenly. Hey, Enchanted Princess. I hope everyone has a great day and wonderful day. A great and wonderful day. Thank you, my friend. Much appreciated. L Dog, how are you? Well, Praveen says, sorry, I met the Dalai Lama one time in New Delhi Airport, 2022. And I'm very lucky to get his blessing. He put his hands on my head and gave me blessings. Awesome. Very fortunate indeed. He has been in my area. I've never seen him, though. Becca says, I love nature. Me too. I'm very fortunate in the area that I live that I get a whole lot of up close encounters. Today was fox, blue heron, and a beaver. Really up close shot of a beaver. Oh, and a mother and a fawn, deers. Eldog says, good, bro. Glad to hear it. Man, great news about Mark and Joe. Sip says, sorry, good luck tomorrow. I'll catch up with you one evening. Michael says, hope things have been well for you. Sniper? Heavenly Star says, thank you, Louis. Becca says, good luck, Heavenly. Oh, Nightmare says, Yogi, when is the fire roast happening? I don't want to miss it. I'll start putting away a little money towards it. I don't know how big it would be. Me personally, I'm a fan of lots and lots of smaller tattoos instead of really big ones. I'd rather have 50 small tattoos than a whole lot of big ones. So it shouldn't be super expensive. I no longer have a tattoo person. You thinking I should live stream it, Nightmare? Tattoos, depending on where you get them, tattoos can be pretty painful. Does anyone really want to see a live stream of me crying? How many people here have tattoos? Nightmare, do you have a tattoo? David says, sir, there are dangerous animals, also like tiger, lion, hyena, etc. I'm curious to know. No. Once a year, for maybe a month or so, we have some bears wander through. I live about 45 minutes from where the nearest sustainable bear population. We have coyotes, never see them. I hear them. I have neighbors who've caught them on trail cameras. We do have copperhead snakes, which are poisonous. Every year we lose a few cats, dogs, not me personally, but around. We live 45 minutes away from the rattlesnake population. Hey, Timo. Optimum, how are you? Becca says, do you like bats? I love them. I do love bats. I don't see them as often as I used to. I wish I did. So yeah, nothing really super dangerous, Praveen. I got a little too close to beaver this morning, and I thought, man, you guys would never let me live it down if I was like the guy that was taken out by a beaver. Then it says, man, that would be a beautiful thing if you got a tattoo one of your viewers made for you. Yes, live stream. Yep, I told Heavenly Star if she did it, I would do it. And I every intention of doing it. I think there's a tattoo place up the road. I never used to go to tattoo places. I had a tattoo guy. I lost my tattoo guy in a custody battle. And then it was revealed that he was really, really racist. Becca says I don't have any tattoos, but I do have some body piercings. Are you open to tattoos, or it's just something you would never want to do? So, Timo, how you doing? He says tattoo in Indian Army, not allowed, sir. So no tattoo for me. I told you already. Yep, I remember. Is it something you'd consider when you got out of the service? Hey, Stu. Paranormal Walks is here. Hello, my friend. Dan says coyotes are nocturnal. Yep, but I'm out. When I'm out in the morning, it's still pretty dark. He says, good evening, Optimub. Nightmare says I have a half sleeve on my left arm, very small neck tat also. I have on the back of my neck, very small, tiny. It's so tiny that people have tried to brush it off, thinking it's like a gnat and the tapping on the back of the neck. Samper says, Becca Boo, I have a short for you. Hey guys, are you everyone here subscribed to Becca Boo? Dan says, racist tattoo artist. Come on, Yogi, let's hear the rest of that story. That's it, really. That's it. You know, Milka's half African American. When her and I divorced, she sort of kept going to the tattoo artist that I introduced her to. And although, you know, Milka and I had stayed together for quite some time after the divorce, for some reason, I just decided not to use him, not to use the one that she was using any longer. Nothing personal. And then not everyone knew that Milka was half African American. Some people thought that she was Latino. Some people thought that she was Middle Eastern, but not everyone guessed that she was African American. And I guess her tattoo artist did not think she was African American as he was making racist comments and jokes. Also, just turned out to be not a very good person. Maybe we're just overly selective of who we let stick needles in us. And it says Fire Rose for Yogi Bear. It's beautifully done. Go check out. It's on Heavenly Stars page. Got a little short for it. Then it says, I love tattoos. I think they are a great form of expression. I agree. I like tattoos too. Always wanted one, even before they were, like really in vogue. That's my first one. Becca says, hey, Selman. Sal, love you lots and lots. I'm glad you're happy, Selman. Nightmare says, yes, subbed to Becca earlier in Skitz's live. Becca says, I'm open-minded to them. I haven't come across something I like to have on my skin yet. I have clear ideas of what I'd like to have. Good. So how'd this happen, Selma? And they sort of said, I did last night. Praveen says, soldier salute to veteran, man. Thank you, Praveen. Thank you. Yep, 23 and a half years. She definitely served her country well. Simple says, William, long story short, a new mod is upset at me. Doesn't want me to say hello or goodbye. And they already deleted the comment. That was okay. They said it was a mistake. And after I asked them to take care. They are definitely sensitive. Hey, Tiger King. Tiger King says, what time is everyone from? It is a little after 6 here for me. L-Dog says, 20 minutes till sup time. Yep, I will have to get water, which means I got to figure out who I'm going to leave in charge. Right now, I'm leaning towards Heavenly Star. Veen says, good night, sir. Feeling sleepy. Take care, sir. It's 3:32 a.m. Hey, Praveen, thanks for staying up a little late to hang out with us. Much appreciated. 6:02 for mind stretching. I think you and I are in the same time zone. Praveen says, bye to Lucy, ma'am. So, guys, Lucy's going to be pulling cards Thursday afternoon, as well as going live stream. Tiger says 6 in the morning or night. 6 at night. You're in the UK, right? Simba says, you already have a sheriff, and I'm not treading on Rebecca's toes. But you will always be top mod. Cat says, not it. It's 11 for Nightmare. I saw that you apologized, and he mentioned that you apologize. Lisa says 6 hours, 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. Then we'll be on Yogi's Live. Man, that's a big day. Lucy's got incredible endurance. I don't know if I could do a 6-hour live stream, guys. Lucy says Central Time. Simon says, Tiger King, and I thank you, and I accept your apology, my friend. Lovely gesture. Remember, says that pesky squirrel. 23:03. So that would be 11 o'clock, right? Oh, like I didn't know you were in the UK. Simon says, William, it's all about timing. So, Lee, things have changed. Lee says, Big Al has been promoted. But damn, his sheriff's been out of town. He's either bounty hunting or bad assembling, I say. Time for a new one. Already? Except for myself, Nightmare knows Norse mythology. Sounds like a great suggestion, Tiger King. Alduck says, Yogi, it's true that you're in the UK. Becca says, I mean, I didn't know that either. Boy, I guess I did suspect that because you posted a short of a hedgehog. It's true. It's true. Are you doing a Kurt Angle? Sniper says, we already have Tiger King just then. Perfect. Hey, Mark, I was just talking about you a little bit ago. Alduck says, yo, Gravity Core. Sniper says, Gravity Core went off today, Eric. You went off today. Good, Mark. Mark, how are you? Alduck says, is Joe okay? Hope all is well. Peggy King says, Gravity Core, Joe or Mark? Gravity Core is Mark. Although if you go to a Gravity Core, really a workout or live stream, it's Mark and Joe together. Joe is okay. She caught the stomach bug I had on the weekend. Sniper says both. She got the Gravy Core bug. That does not paint a very good picture. Becca says, hope she gets better soon. Nightmare is laughing. Tiger King says, Mark, you and Joe got one better channel on YouTube. They have a wonderful channel for sure. Sniper says, Cosmic ordered swift recovery, Joe. Gravity Core's laughing. Becca's laughing. Stream wasn't the same without her. I'm sorry, I missed you guys. Medic says, I'm starting a new business selling affiliate votes for UK citizens fleeing the UK and seeking asylum. Yep, I hear a lot of people talk about being unhappy right now. Becca says, can I have a vote, please? Medic says, I'll buy one. Or I'm sorry, Nightmare says you buy one. Elduck says, too many people, but wrong topic to talk about. Yeah, it's definitely a thorny issue, isn't it? No, probably no singing tonight, Tiger King. Hey, Tiger King, do you sing? You never know. If Soma swings back, you never know if Toy Pups might pop on. They might sing, but it's getting a little late, so I doubt it by now. Friday night, though. Hey, Lucy, do you want to do some singing Friday again? Medic says, I'll put it on the courier in the morning, Becca. Eldog says, I love to live abroad. Where would you like to live, Eldog? Get some unicorn vibes. Tiger King says a new drama mate. Oh, so like acting? Hey, Mark. Mark says, thank you, Eric. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, my friend. I will do my best. I am looking really forward to following along your and Joe's journey in the next several months. Get a W from L Dog. DC says so to Mark. Peggy says, Mark, you're a top guy, mate. Yeah, he certainly is. Certainly is. Not to mention a top-notch trainer. I love his nutritional views, his and Joe's nutritional views. Oh, you do acting. Nice. Um, like plays, commercials, TV. Stephen says we mainly do Tiger King. We mainly do singing Friday nights, sometimes all the way through Sunday evenings. Yep. With a few exceptions. Always the exception for Toy Pops. Always the exception for Selma. Hey, Pinky. Pinky says, Ziggy, how are you, honey? And everyone else. I'm doing well, my friend. How are you? Thanks for being here. Becca says, I'd love to move to North America or somewhere in Canada. As long as I'm near trees and water, I'll be happy. I love Canada. Man, one, British Columbia is actually fairly warm all through the year. It's got the Pacific Current, so Vancouver Island, beautiful. One of the few places that doesn't have a ton of snow. But yeah, L Dog is right. Canada full of snow. The winters would keep me out of living in Canada full time. When I was younger, not, but as I get older, not as fond of winter as I used to be. Thank you, Mark. Mark says, peace out, chat. Stay positive. Move, improve, endure. Excellent message. I'm working on it, my friend. Sammy says, I love the idea of Norway. I used to think about Finland when I was young. Becca says, somewhere with all the seasons. It seems I'm in the state of Maryland in the United States, and we used to have 4 distinct seasons. Now we basically have 2 with varying degrees in between. We have summer, generally lasts for 6 months of the year. Actually, maybe 5-ish, and it seems like winter lasts longer and longer. Jenny says, Mark, you okay? Sniper says, Pinky, my heart is with you. Oh, so I have sad news. My sister died yesterday. I'm sorry, Pinky. Prayers, my friend. Pinky, we're going to ring a bell for you. This is for prayers. This is a Tibetan prayer bell. Prayers to you, prayers for your sister, and prayers for your family. Prayers, Pinky. Jenny says, can you rap, Eric? I cannot rap. Not even a little bit. Hey, Selma, give us a few minutes and then we'll bring you up and you can help me say goodnight to everyone. Oh, I got to get my water. Sniper says, Pinky, my heart is with you. Becca says, my condolences. Red Nose. L Dog says, bye, Mark and Joe. Move, improve, move, improve, ignore. I cannot rap. Hey, Jack. Jack says, "What's up, big brother? How much, my friend? How are you? Been enjoying the skating videos." Jack says, "I'm sorry, Pinky. I know, Red Nose. It does take me a few minutes to catch up, Jenny. Squirrel is right about that." Odog says, "Wow, that bell was powerful." It is. I try not to hit it too hard. Some people in the chat might be sensitive to some type of sounds. It doesn't need to be rung that hard. It's the intent behind the ringing of the bell. You're welcome, Pinky. Becca says, "I love Norwegian, Swedish, and Danish ancestry. I'd love to travel there." Jack says, "God bless your family. I'm so sorry." Deborah says, "Three more angels got their wings." Becca says, "I love cold places. The Canada might be for you then." Okay, Canada is a beautiful country. Wow. Pinky says, "This is the second death in my family this year already." I'm so sorry, Pinky. Sweden, maybe not Finland, too close to Russia. Steppa says, "To Jenny, it's slightly too personal." I didn't see what it was. I'm sorry. Uh, yes, it's ever been to Toronto. I love Toronto. Been there quite a few times because it's definitely too close, Nightmare. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go get some water. I'm not gonna leave anyone in charge. I think this is a well-behaved group. I don't perceive any spamming of peas. Jenny says, "Ask, did you wear PJs to bed only?" I do not sleep in PJs. Nor do I sleep completely naked. Michael says, "How's it going, Yogi? I'm worn out. Just got back from making a part of one or two of my graveyard exploration videos. 102 degrees. Wow, that's a hot day. It was nice today. Barely made it to 70 today, but a little a little bleak out. Sprinkles." Jack says, "Live your life blessed. There will be shining all of you." Thank you for that, Jack. Stepper says, "Jenny, the other bit didn't make it through YouTube algorithm." Timer says, "Not that Russia isn't a lovely country, but the leader, however." I got you on that one. Becca says, "I can't sleep without pajamas." Reinhardt says, "I'm glad you've been enjoying the channel, bro." Yeah, it's awesome. It's an awesome channel. Guys, I hope everyone here is subscribed to the Reinhardt's channel. How long you been skating, Reinhardt's? Hey, Selma, we'll bring you up in about uh 10 minutes, maybe. I'll be right back, guys. Michael's going to make part 2 this fall when the weather doesn't make my phone overheat. Yeah, that's not too long. Not too long. Becca says, "I can't imagine us English are very welcome there right now, Nightmare." Love you too, Pinky. Love you too. Yeah, that's an interesting, Selma. But you were just dating Harrison again not long ago. Be right back, guys. All right, guys. Everyone behaved, right? Harrison, 1 seat a day Jackson. Huh. Interesting turn of events. Pinky says, how was everyone's day today? Pinky, I had a really good day today. Had a great afternoon live stream, a wonderful guest talking about things I love talking about. I had a beautiful morning live stream. Actually, two. This is my fourth live stream for the day. I did a breathing class. Sniper, thanks for being there. Big thanks to Heavenly Star who was there, as well as Jace. Michael says the graveyard was so big I had to make the exploration into 2 parts. Yeah, that's pretty big. How long is the video, Michael? Whatever happened to Hector? Selma? Sniper says, Selma, just a question. If Harrison didn't want you to, would you still? It's a good question. Becca says, my day has been nice. Thank you. What did you do today, Becca? Let's see. Becky says, very nice to hear. Well, send me the notification so I can watch the other 3 that I missed. You know, I think the only one that's like, I'd love no conversation with Miss Blipper. But I think the only one to make a special trip would be the breath work on the members. Becky says, what long you ever said on your live for, Eric? When I was trying to get watch hours, I would stay on for 3 hours sometimes. I think occasionally I made a 4 hour. Be honest with you. I'd rather do more frequent, shorter ones, an hour to an hour and a half. Occasionally, I might do a 2 hour one, than really, really long ones for me personally. After about an hour or so of sitting, I like to get up and move, get outside and walk a bit. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Selma. So I hope if you're with Jackson that you have Harrison out of your life. No offense to Harrison. We are not a pro Harrison channel. Maybe it says 4 hour yoga stream would be awesome. Depends on what time. It depends on what time of the day. A 4 hour live stream in the evening would mostly consist of me nodding off, and then jerking back up and going, "What? You guys are still here?" Just my impersonation of me falling asleep. By the way, I'll do it again if anyone wants. Hey, gamer boy. Tiger King says, to Becca, where are you from? Please, you got a channel? Becca says, I made blackberry. I remember that you were going to make a crumble. I got some jobs sorted out around the house. My mom had my youngest, so I could get on with things. Nice, Becca. That sounds like a good day. Did you eat the blackberry and apple crumble? Now, is it a blackberry crumble and an apple crumble, or is it a blackberry and apple crumble together? And you watched the film. What was the film? I don't think you're someone that hurts people, Selma. Tiger King says, where's everyone from? I'm from the US. Dog's in the UK. You're in Edinburgh, right? Lisa said, sorry you had to have that abuse, Selma. I'm calling it what it is, and that was abuse. Gotta agree with Lucy. Hey, Miss Pepper, I was just talking about you. Tiger King says, would you ever do a 24-hour live for charity, Eric? Nope. Nope. I would give money to charity. I would find other ways to work with charity. I've done 17 or more 24-hour races, and recovering from a steep deficit takes a toll on the body, takes a toll emotionally. Your immune system's compromised. I'm not saying I'll never do another 200-hour or another 24-hour race. I probably will. But man, I got to gear up for it. And I don't know if I would necessarily stay up for the entire 24 hours anymore. I might run into the night, and then I might take a nap and get up early and run some more. Type of sense of love to Miss Flipper. Becca says I watch Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I've never seen a Harry Potter movie. I don't think you hurt people, Selma. Becca says it was lovely, blackberry and apple together. Nice. Nightmare visits Lake District often. Where did I just read about the Lake District recently? Online. Hey, Selina. Selina said hi. Hello, my friend. How are you? Selma says, I feel like I want to talk to you guys about it. I'm not sure that's a really good idea, though, Selma. Lisa says, when a guy physically harms you, that's abuse. Tiger King says, Becca, I'm from Manchester. Selina says, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Amen to that, Selina. I thought you were just happy a few moments ago, Selma. Miss Flipper says, slow to Nightmare Post. Hey, Miss Flipper, the general consensus is that you were pretty awesome this afternoon. Becca says, I have family in Manchester. I go there often. I'm from, I will never be able to pronounce that. Nightmare says, probably the same thing I just read, Yogi. They're putting a massive mosque there, and the locals are not happy, apparently. I think someone mentioned that they lived in the Lake District, and I looked it up. I don't remember who it was who said they lived there. Did you guys know that Venice has more canals than Venice? That Birmingham has more canals than Venice? Becca says, oh, Selma, my lovely. Becca says, Leicestershire. Leicestershire. Okay. Why is that so simple and then it's spelled like that? Miss Flipper says, thanks, general consensus. On behalf of the general consensus, you're welcome. I feel like a lot of things got cleared up, Miss Flipper. Miss Flipper, that Soma says, Tiger, I am Soma, I'm not a fish. You're certainly not a fish. Leicestershire. Leicestershire. I know I used to say Shire, and you guys would. Nope, you did not miss breath work. Would anyone like to do some breath work? Kat, you want to do some breath work? Let's see. Jack says I played hockey for 10 years. When I was younger, my mom owned a hockey rink. Well, it was awesome. My mom gave me the key. I played night and day. It's a tough sport. We used to have bar conversations. What is the hardest sport to play? Not necessarily the most physical, not most necessarily the most skill, but putting everything together. What's the hardest? Kat would like to do breath work. Okay. All I need to know. Kat wants to do some breath work. Hey, Kat, how are you feeling? My instructor says golf. I agree. Some people wonder, is golf a sport? I say yes. And it is a tough sport. It's as much mental as it is. Miss Pippa says underwater rugby. Some people said baseball. But, I was thinking basketball, the sheer physicality of basketball. And then it was my brother who said, yeah, but imagine playing basketball on um, little thin blades on ice with hockey pucks traveling, 100 miles an hour flying at you? That's okay, Tiger King. All right, so we are going to do breath work. Hey, Lady Sky. Then it says, no, I can ball and shoot well. I got one of my best friends is a former pro basketball player. Jake Paul. I don't really have an opinion of him. The cheese race in Gloucester. Gloucester? Gloucester. Oh, it says it's okay, Tiger King. All right. Hey, Kat, are you ready? Let's do the 4-7-8 breath. Anyone else want to participate? Kat says, I feel good. Maybe a little stressed thinking about all the things I should be doing. Stop thinking about them. You'll do them when it's time to do them. I'm 60 years old, Tiger King. I'm pretty old. It's almost 22. All right, guys. I'll be out of the conversation for about 5 minutes. We're doing breath work. If anyone would like to join in, please do. We're going to do the 4-7-8 breath. We'll do about 6 rounds, maybe 8 rounds. So I'll be out of the chat for about 3 minutes-ish. Thank you, Tiger King. Look, 50. Edinburgh is always fun. I used to say it just to tweak Stuart. Belvoir Castle is pronounced Beaver Castle. Is it? I like that. I think all beavers should have a castle. Sana says it said Trump has 2 favorite sports, golf and driving his enemies crazy. I would agree. You are not old, Selma. All right, so with eyes closed, bring a very soft focus to the breath. Go right down to the belly. And breathing in, watch how your belly fills with air. Breathing out, watch how your belly gently falls back down. Everything is done easily. No effort and no stress. Breathing in the nose, watching the belly move. Breathing in. Allowing that out breath to lengthen just a little bit, bringing a greater sense of relaxation. And in the count of 3, we're going to start our first breath. We're going to do the 4-7-8 breath. We're going to breathe in through the nose for a count of 4. We're going to hold for a count of 7. We're going to exhale through the mouth, pursed lips, as if we're blowing through a straw. Tongue on the upper palate, behind the front teeth, making a whoosh sound. It's important to whoosh. It's impossible to be stressed when we are whooshing. Prove me wrong. We're going to begin in 1, 2, 3. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold the breath for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale with a whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale with a whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale with the whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And release the breath. Relaxed, letting it settle into its own natural rhythm. Just keep watching the breath, noticing how easy it flows. No effort is needed at all. We're gifted, inspired. Completely at ease and relaxed. Just stay in this space for as long as you want. And when you're ready, open your eyes. I'll see you in the chat. BW Hoffman, I apologize I couldn't say hi to you when you came in. I do not remember you. Can you give me a reminder? I apologize that I don't. Dennis says, whoosh. You're missing out. Everyone should do a good whoosh. Once a day, everyone should whoosh. Hey, Toy Pups. Dropping a like. Hey, Yogi. Hey, chat. Namaste. Namaste to you, Toy Pups. Hey, Nightmare, how are you feeling? Dennis says, I wish I could, Yogi, but COVID has me grasping for breath already. We could do some easy breathing sometime. Cat says, beautiful, Yogi, thank you. You're welcome, Cat, always. Cat says, oh, Nightmare, I'm so sorry for you. Wishing is for Ruiz? Ruiz? I'm not going to argue that. Pinky says, sorry, I was taking a shower. That's okay, Pinky. We'll keep trying to help you get there, Tiger King. We'll try to help you get you to 50. Dennis is laughing. But now I have a goal. My goal is to get Dennis to come up and whoosh with me sometime. one of the simplest, quickest, most powerful breaths to arrest anxiety, to stop it in its tracks. Physiological sigh. Lately, I've been doing it with 2 sips of air and letting it go with a very, very powerful whoosh. So you breathe in, filling the belly up with air, but only about 70%. Now we want to sip in air. Now I'm going to sip it again, and we're going to whoosh. Try it. That felt awesome. Just doing it once. Becca says, I will subscribe to you, Tiger King. Thank you, Becca. Nope, no whooshing. My goal. The only thing now I want more than ever in my entire life is the Dennis to whoosh. Now that's the main focus of my YouTube channel. Just a yogi wishing Dennis will whoosh with him in his basement. Neighbor says, thanks, Cat. All good, Yogi. Just struggling to get a breath most of the time. That's the worst part. Can't wait till I'm over it. Hopefully soon. Wonder how our friend, I know Carl was in earlier. I wonder how he's feeling. He was under the weather too. Dennis is laughing. That's a great thing about my channel name. It fits every purpose. It doesn't have to be just Yogi doing burpees in his basement. You certainly are, Selma. How about you take some time for yourself? All right. Dennis, I'll make a deal with you. You come up and sing on a Friday, and we will never, I'll never ask you to whoosh with me again. Semper says, who hasn't subbed to Kaboo? The next will be number 200. Nice. I am subscribed. However, I do have a hidden channel. Some of you guys know him. Toy Pups knows him well. Hey, while we're talking about subscribing, is everyone here subscribed to our friend Pinky? My sister says I'm not scared to sing. What do you like to sing, Dennis? So we sing basically every Friday night, and often on Saturdays, often on Sundays. Oh, someone beat me to it. Becca, you're at 201. Hey, Becca, have you live streamed yet? Someone says, you're beautiful, Becca. Emma says, you into watches at all, Yogi? No. I do like clocks. A little awkward to wear on my wrist, but you know, you make do. I really do like clocks, though. Becca says, subscribe to you, Selma, my lovely. Hey, Shirley. 201, Shirley. Pinky says, sub nightmare. I'm glad everyone is reaching out with each other. Hey, speaking of success, you want to hear something amazing? Cat's video before last has 20K views. 20K, 20,000 plus views. Absolutely amazing. What do you want? And her new one is already, and it's just been, what, 2 hours maybe? 936. Cat is on a roll. If you pop in Cat's live streams in the mornings, she has a Pretty big, growing, and attentive audience. Gotta love gotta love seeing people's channel grow. Shirley says, my sniper. Reinhardt says, double tap. Thank you so much, Jack. Someone says it hit 8.19 million subscribers on my other channel. Wow, someone. Someone says, I miss you, Mommy Shirley. Nightmare says, thanks. I am sub to you, Tiger King. I definitely am. Sniper says, Selma is the queen of YouTube, really? She hides it very well. DC says, so does Shirley. Becca says, I think that's because they keep it private, Tiger King. So in just about a minute, Shirley, I hope you had a good day. Just a few minutes, we'll wrap it up, guys. Dennis says, when I come up, I'll sing you Long Hair Country Boy. Who did Long Hair Country Boy? For some reason, I first thought of Merle Haggard, but it wasn't Merle Haggard. I should sing a Merle Haggard song. Someone says, I love my songs. We love you singing, Selma. My cat is making all kinds of noises at me. No particular reason that I can figure out.
Hello.
Hello. We're just
Hi,
getting
Joy. I miss you so much. Hi. I miss you guys. And I'm so happy today. And guess what?
You're dating Jackson.
Yes. And I'm so proud to be with him. Because me and him are done. Me and Hector just broke up. And it's kind of really sad. Kind of feeling. But not in a sad way. I mean, just a little bit, but I'm okay, and I'm doing a little bit better as usual, not like last time.
Right. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you, Michael. Michael drops the link for his exploration of a cemetery. Pretty spooky, huh?
Yeah. Hi, Tiger. And I heard that you said my name wrong, but it's okay, and I forgive you. And you wanna know everybody says I'm 22 years old, and my birthday is April 11th, and I was born in 2003.
Michael drops link for a short. Says, hey there, sniper. Shirley says, he messed up his hand. Something is broken. Oh, wow. Bones sending something, and he would not stop, of course. Man, you got to take care of those injuries. They have a way of lingering for a long, long time. My back and my shoulder tell me that. All of that I heard in my 30s.
Is it her son?
No, our friend Leo said so.
Yeah.
Burpees and chill. He hurt his hand.
Oh no.
Thank you, Selma. We will send some prayers his way.
And I've been working on my songs for a while. Like I made a lot of songs about my ex and one of my songs was about my ex best friends, which is called Down. And guys, if you didn't listen to my new song, it's called 24/7. That song is about my brother's girlfriend because she's annoying for 24/7 actually. Because she came to my house and she apologizes and I hear her evil laugh. It was pretty evil laugh. But she came up to me and said, do you know what she said?
What's that?
She she said, I'm sorry, and I said it's okay. And she said, you know, if you don't know if you think of me and I might be your brother's favorite person instead of you. And I said, we're not gonna get along. And she said, I guess not. And I said, you're in my house. And we she she's kind of annoying. And I told her, you're annoying for 24/7. Like that song, 24/7. I wrote that song for her.
Did you?
And I remember that I would love song about my boyfriend Harrison before we
Uh-huh.
broke up. Hush and K for You.
Well, we'll be sure to check out your song.
Yeah. And my song called If You Only Knew Most of My Feelings, Hush, and K for You, Love is Real. If you know that one, it's kind of a bad word, but I'm not gonna say it because it's inappropriate for people. So I don't want to say it. I'm just
Right.
gonna say that short one. Love is BS and um down and drama because I have drama in me because I'm the drama queen and
Wait, you're the drama queen?
yes.
Were you elected? I don't remember voting for you as the drama queen.
That's not what that's on drama.
Oh, I did not know.
And no more Mr. Nashville and I'm done being nice to the people who cheated on me. I'm done being nice to them. But and I try to think when my other songs.
Right. You gonna sing it on Friday?
Yeah.
Good. So, Selma, guess what?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Can you stay up for 5 minutes?
I can stay up for 5 minutes. But if I stay up for 5 minutes, you got to show me exactly why were you nominated the drama queen.
Yes. I'm the drama queen because there's a drama in my life. Like some people said, why you so drama? Why you drama about Harrison? Why you drama about your ex-boyfriend? And I was like, there's questions all over me. Like, I try to answer them. So, number one is, some people said, why you so drama about Harrison? It's because, me and Harrison, um, are fighting a lot. And and he doesn't appreciate what I do. And number
Hey,
two,
go ahead.
they say, why are you so loving about Harrison? Because Harrison was nice and he was nice. but then he changed. The other question was been asked me on my comment saying, did you broke up with Harrison or Harrison broke up with you? Well,
So
Harrison broke
does
up
that
with me.
make Harrison the drama king?
Yes.
Gotcha.
And number 3 is people keep on asking me, did you broke up with Harrison or Harrison broke up with you? Well, me and Harrison broke up, and Harrison broke up with me. So I decided to break up with him as well. So he said, you took away something I love, now that you took away something you love. I'm like, no, you're not. I love my sisters, I love my friends. You're not going to take one of my friends because my friends on here doesn't care about your Harrison. I was like, oh my gosh. And then this morning he texted me and said, Jackson misses you. And I was like, okay, I'll miss him too. and I was kind of shocked about that, and I was like, I love and I was like, I love Jackson, and I kind of not want to be with Jackson because I hope he doesn't cheat on me. First of all, I want him to take a test first before he become nice. So I will make him a list of questions. And I forgot to write questions on Jackson on the paper in his notebook. Oopsies. Yeah. Yeah.
Did I blink out for a second?
Yeah.
You see what happened in the chat?
Yeah.
Our friend Daisy just gave a super chat.
Yay.
Daisy is awesome. One of my all-time favorite people who coincidentally has one of my all-time favorite channels. And our friend Shirley just gifted 5 memberships.
Wow.
You want to know who got the memberships?
Sniper, because I can see.
Well, Sniper had one earlier. Sniper's been a member for 9 months. But because of our friend Shirley, Lucy has one. Buddha has one. Richard Green. Am I familiar with Richard? Our good friend Sharebear. Our good friend Chosal. So awesome.
Yay.
What do you think of that list, Sniper? Sniper says to Miss Daisy, so kind.
Thank
you so much, Daisy.
I love Shirley. She's the best. She's my mom, and I wanted to know that Shirley, you are the best mom ever to me. Because of that, you deserve some love, and I want you guys to super chat. You are the best, Shirley, ever.
Shirley is the best.
And she and I love her so much. We're on my heart.
Thank you, Dennis. Dennis says that Richard has meant chocolate chip. Okay, so we do know Richard. Miss Daisy says, hey to Dennis. Dennis says, hey, Miss Daisy.
Hi, Miss Daisy.
Hey, let's have all the members only talk one day, and you will demonetize due to plant content, and you can and your foot end days. Okay. Yes, for sure. Talk about plant medicine. I'm always up for talking about that. It is difficult to know what YouTube's going to tolerate or not. I worry about us singing and getting there's all of them have been warnings, and all they said is that they're going to demonetize that particular. But I wondered if you get so many of them, do they start coming down harder? Shirley says, Selma Toy Pups is your number one mom, and she's happy being her assistant mom. How would that be?
Surely you could be my mom, and Toy Pups could be my mom too. So
Double moms.
yeah,
Can never have too many moms. You can never have too many people care about you, don't you think?
yeah, and Yogi could be my daddy.
Okay, I can do that. Although, no, how about uncle? Because I've met your dad and I like your dad. So how about uncle? How's that sound?
Uncle Yogi.
Uncle Yogi has a pretty good ring, doesn't it?
Yes.
Hey, someone, do you know what my real name is? Nope. So you think my parents named me Yogi? You think when I was born, my dad said he looks like a yogi? Let's just call him Yogi.
I think we should call him Yogi the Booger Eater.
No. Nope. That's a definite yes. It's a definite yes. And it's a definite yes. Let's do it soon. I think I'll do it next week on one of the days that you're off, so we know that you can make it. Kat says the aunts and uncles are great to have as many as you can. I agree. I was really close to my great uncles. So why were you named Nightmare? I have a feeling that you were probably a handful, Nightmare. Tiger King says Shirley and Nick, nice distance for people. She's a wonderful person, Tiger King. You're absolutely right about that.
And Nightmare could be my uncle as well. Can he?
That sounds good. Like we said, you can never have, as Kat says, uncles and aunts are great. So you're thinking of Kat as an aunt?
Like a bug?
No. Well, do you say auntie or aunt?
Yeah.
Aunt. I always said aunt, so aunt. So how about Kat being an aunt? Praveen calls her auntie.
Yeah, and I call it auntie because I'm using a British accent, which is auntie, and the other one I learned is when you say ketchup, is ketchup. Ketchup.
Gotcha. What do you like better, catsup or mustard?
Ketchup.
You might have to rethink the nature of our relationship, Selma.
Mustard is nasty.
This is a mustard. This is a mustard channel. Everyone knows it. Let's see.
Mustard is disgusting. I'm sorry.
It is the best thing in the world.
Mustard tastes like fish.
Like fish.
Yes.
Sniper says, Eric, may I send you a link beforehand to a documentary worthy watching, which was taken off the BBC library back in the 1990s? Sure. definitely. Cat's laughing and she says, I am up. Ooh, fish. I don't mind. I don't eat fish anymore, but I used to enjoy fish. I would not eat fish mustard. I wouldn't eat fish flavored mustard.
This was weird.
Cat's up.
Tuna basically tastes like Satan's breath. Like he doesn't brush his teeth.
Who doesn't?
Satan.
Doesn't brush his teeth?
No, he doesn't brush his teeth. That's why the tuna smells like it.
You know what? Even if you're king of the underworld, there's no excuse for not brushing your teeth, in my opinion. There is no excuse for improper dental hygiene. For shame, Satan. For shame. All right, so I have to go to bed.
Yeah.
So, Sniper says, imagine white fish on your hot dog. I can't imagine a hot dog on my white fish. Cat says, ooh. Hey, Selma, can I tell you something that Cat did today?
Yeah.
She flicked a booger at me. Can you believe that?
Ew.
I know.
Nasty.
She said, and you know what she said? Go ahead and tell everyone. No one will believe you. Do you believe me?
Yeah.
Thank you. I told you, Cat.
And Cat, do you know what that means, Loki?
What's that mean?
I think you know what it means.
No.
Look at my finger.
Oh, yes, Cat. You earned it. You earned a finger wag from Selma.
You earned a finger wag, Missy.
Ooh, and you got a Missy too. You know she's serious when she says finger wag and Missy at the same time. I'm joining in on that finger wag.
Yes, Missy.
Cat says lies. Hey, Duncan. Yep, Duncan, we're just getting ready to go to bed. Nightmare says, Cat says what? He can't believe it. She flicked the booger at me.
And
it was an imaginary booger. But still. Can't believe she got the finger wag. That's the first time I think Cat got the finger wag.
Good night, Sniper.
Thank you, Duncan. Duncan says you did well to concentrate in your training with someone singing at you. And that was part of the training, actually. It was part of the mental concentration, Duncan. Zephyr says, good night, Selma. Nightmare says, good night, wonderful people. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, Nightmare. Cat says, oh my God, you guys, you know Yogi Fibs. Part of my Cat is booing us. She's booing me. Part of my yogic training is one of the very first ethical principles, non-lying. I can't tell a fib.
I can do boo with the other boys. Are you ready?
Yes.
Boo! Boo! Boo!
That's a serious bill.
No, imagine you could do boo!
Wow, I've never heard a boo like that before. So, do you hear that? Boo?
This is for you. Boo! 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 Boo!
Nino says, Yogi's don't tell lies. He tells stories. Thank you, Nino. Thank you for that. Duncan says, is there a reason to go 20s compared to 16s or 18s at a better rate? The 20s I like doing for strength training. And it makes if I step on a platform to compete, it will be with the 16s. So when I'm training with the 20s, the 16s will feel like nothing. Technically, for my age group, I'm allowed to compete with the 12s. So I'm ahead of the curve. Cat says, well, he's telling stories then. I do tell stories, but this is not a story. And then Cat was like, no one's going to believe you because you tell stories. No one's going to believe you. Let's see. Shirley
Good
says,
night.
"Good night, Yogi." And sorry, Kat.
Good
Yep.
night, Shirley. I
I
love
gotta go to
you.
bed. Look at me rubbing my hands together like I'm gonna do something.
Wow.
Team Cat. Wow, can you believe that? On my
I'm
own
Team Cat.
on my own channel.
Team Cat for me. Yogi!
Team Cat for you?
Yes.
Oh, I find that hard to believe. You're my singing partner,
Oh.
right?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Who has you as their featured artist every week?
I think me, myself, and I.
Wait a minute. Who are you going to be singing with on Friday? Answer carefully.
Everybody.
Answer carefully, because remember, on Friday it's going to come around and you're going to be like, "Can I come up and sing a song?" Answer carefully. Kat
I'm
says,
gonna
"Yogi,
sing for everybody.
I love you. Good night. Good night, everyone." Yep, we're going to go to bed too. I agree, Duncan. I am trying to be careful. Because you team sniper on me? Haha, that's why Team Cat. I'll take it. I'm always on Sniper's side. Sniper's got my back.
Do you know what Cat Jack said?
What?
Cat Jack said, "Someone's go to check on Summer in a minute." What does that mean?
I think someone has to.
Yeah, no.
No.
I can fix my.
So you're back on Team Yogi now?
Yes.
There you go. All right, but I need to go to bed. I'm tired. I will see everyone in the morning. What time, Selma?
5 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 5:25.
That's right. And Thursday, we're gonna hang out with Lucy. She's gonna pull cards. And guess what we're gonna do Friday?
Yeah.
We're gonna sing.
Yeah.
Shirley says, "If anyone disrespects Sniper, I'm taking them out to the parking lot to show them my boots." There you go.
Ooh.
That settles it.
Ooh, wait. Somebody's gonna get a beat there. Boom, 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 boom.
Sniper says he just got out in a milkshake. All right.
I'm just saying.
Good night, Duncan. Sniper's laughing. All right, Selma, can you say goodbye to everyone for me?
Yeah. I'm still laughing. Yogi said good night and he loves you. And if anyone disrespects Yogi and Sniper, someone's gonna get beat down. Boom, 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 boom. Right in the bomb.
There you go. That sums it up. Good night, Lucy. Good night, Selma.
Good night.
All right. You ready to say good night?
And be careful, because when you disrespect people, I will follow you.
There you go. Don't want that to happen. Hey, Eric Lapointe, thank you. I hope you're feeling better, Eric. We said some prayers for you earlier. Good night, Dennis. Good night, Selma.
Hi, Eric. Let's take it.
All right. Goodbye. Good night, everyone.
Fall on you.